Hi friends, it's Miss Kia here, your favorite 4K teacher. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you to all 60 of my subscribers. I now have 60 subscribers. Yay to me. Welcome new subscribers. If you don't know me, my name is Tykia. However, I'm a 4K First Steps lead teacher in Columbia, South Carolina, and my friends call me Miss Kia. So I have to make this video very fast because I'm on a time I have somewhere to be. And I just want to make it today because I'm busy. Tomorrow I have to work tomorrow. Anyway, this video is going to be all about centers. How many centers I have in my classroom, what's involved within my centers, and so forth. Now, this is just going to be information and activities that I show you all within my centers. Another video is going to come later where you actually see the centers because I have to actually get all my pictures and everything together, whatnot, so you all can see. So it's not going to be a two-part video. This is just going to be informative information, not informative, just fun information and fun activities that I have in my centers. And then the next video will be where you will see all my centers. So in my 4K First Steps classroom, I have five or six, 7 centers. Let me go through all the centers. The first one I have is blocks. The second one I have is Science and Discovery. The third one I have is the Art Center. Next I have Table Toys. You may call that manipulatives, if I'm saying that correctly. The next one I have Toys and Games. Then I have Housekeeping and Social Dramatic Play. Then I have the Library Center. So I say 5 or 6. That's 8. I have 8 centers in my 4K First Steps classroom. So on Friday was our last day talking about trees. We are done with trees. Bye-bye trees. And when I return back to work on Monday, we're going to be talking about balls. Hello, balls. So, in regards to trees, I had some amazing cool activities for my friends within each center. So, the first center that we're going to go into is, hold on, I'm going to be in and out the camera because I have things on the table and I'm trying to show you all. The first center we're going to go into is Toys and Games. This particular activity was in my Toys and Games center. It's a tree sorting activity. And I basically found this on either Pinterest or Teachers Pay Teachers. But basically, it has 3 trees on it, and my kids was able to sort it came along with some apples, but I had Skittles instead. So you see the 3 different trees on here, and they was able to place all the red Skittles right here, the yellow Skittles here, the green Skittles here, and so forth. And this activity was fun. However, every time we did it, my kids always wanted to eat a Skittle, and I said no, can't eat it because it's germy. People hands been on it, so no, we can't eat it. And the Skittles, I placed the Skittles in this bag. So this was in my Toys and Games center. My kids love it. Most of my kids almost play with it every day, but it was amazing. I'm gonna put down all the activities in the description box below, so you all could be able to get them if you need them. The next center is, well, this was in Toys and Game as well. So this is tree sorting activity too. So I had 2 activities. I'm gonna show you how it looks. It had large. This is a template where it said large apples, and here's another template where it says small apples. And it came along with some little apples. I just basically laminate everything, and my kids had to sort, make sure all the large apples goes on this one, and the small apples goes on here. My kids love it. I love it. It was amazing. So these were the 2 activities I had in my Toys and Games center. The next center we have is my Table Toys Manipulative Center. It's a build, count, and write tree activity. I got these off Teachers Pay Teachers or Pinterest, so this is basically how it looks. It says count, build, and write. My kids had to count how many apples. I hope you all can see. Okay, my kids had to count how many apples were on the tree, and then they had to write the number down here. And I didn't have apples to build. What I used was Play-Doh. I have a bag of Play-Doh. I used Play-Doh for them to build, and they really love it. And they built it. Then this is the Play-Doh that I use. And it's more. And I only just printed out 3, and I just laminate them. I think it goes all the way up to 9. Love, 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 love. So this was in my table toy center along with the Play-Doh. The next center we have is my block center. It's a tree patterns building activity. Basically what I did was I found some trees patterns online with blocks, and basically what they had to do was just build a tree with the blocks. And these are all the templates that I have. I hope you all can see them. They were really, really cool. My kids love it. Probably you'll see most of the same ones. But these are all the templates. And also I've provided some cotton balls within that center as well, where they could build a tree along with the blocks and use these little cotton balls to put on top of it as I guess their crown or whatnot. So that was the block center. In housekeeping, I built an apple picking wall. It was amazing. You all gonna see that in another video, but I basically just drew trees on butcher paper and I staple it into the wall, and I printed out some apples, red apples, green apples, and yellow apples, and then I laminate them, and then I use Velcro to put on top of that butcher paper, and I have apples all over the butcher paper, and I have leaves as well. I use these kind of leaves to put on the trees. It's really, really pretty. I use these kind of leaves to put on the trees, and I had like a sign where it stated, "Let's pick apple friends," and they had to pick the apples and put them in the correct container. So I had a container where the red apple should go, container where the green apple should go, and the container where the yellow apple should go. And they love it. It was amazing. That was my housekeeping center. Also in my housekeeping center, I had the story Henny Penny. This is how they could retell the story Henny Penny. So what I did was I printed out all Henny Penny characters. This is Goosey Lucy. She's upside down, but this is Goosey Lucy. Can you see her? You probably can't see her. This is Goosey Lucy. This is Henny Penny. I'm trying to change the line so you all can see. This is Henny Penny. This is Foxy Loxy, Turkey Lurky, Ducky Lucky, and Cocky Locky. And basically what my kids had to do was, they didn't have to do this, but they just opened a book and just retell the story by using the stick craft character figures. Easy, simple, just made it, and they love it. They were just acting as if they were the characters. My next center was my Science and Discovery Center. I had leaves in my Science and Discovery Center. What else did I have in there? I had sticks in there. If you can see, you got the sticks. And I had pine cones. And it was also a little activity one of my students did in there. It was with pine cones, acorns, and I think the bark. And basically what they could do in that center was they could use the magnifying glass and look and see what different things they were able to find within the sticks, within the leaves, and they could basically touch and feel as well with the acorns, with using their 5 senses, and with the sticks and with the leaves. They love it. My kids love basically everything that I do. I always have to remind them though, you all don't have to do the same thing in the classroom, because they love to go to the sand table or they love to go to housekeeping. I say it's many other things you all can do. You don't have to choose to do the same thing. I always have to throw reminders or whatnot. My next center, I think that's all my centers. I do have a library center, but I had it's a part of our class, but it's in the back of our class, and then another teacher have their things in there, so I'm not really going to show that when you see the center video with all the pictures. I'm not going to show that center. But within all my centers, I had tree books. I had 2 to 3 tree books in each center, and I also had their writing journals within each center as well. They could draw pictures of a tree, draw pictures of an apple, of a book, anything they want to do, they could draw, and those are also in their writing in centers. I have two students writing journals within each center. I also have like a little container, I should have brought it, a little supply container where I have color pencils, markers, and crayons, and small erasers. And I put 2 or 3 pencils on there, but my kids like to use like art art writing tools instead of pencils or whatnot. I guess because they like the colors and everything, things like that. But I also have that in my centers. And some fun things that I did, being that it's the season of fall, when we had like our parties or fun Fridays, we played fall bingo. This is actually on my Instagram. On my Instagram, one of my pictures. I think I got this from. Did I got this from Teachers Pay Teachers? Teachers Pay Teachers. I think it was $1. But yeah, I have several copies of the fall bingo. Here it goes. Sorry, y'all. This is one. They're not the same. I print out a lot of them. And here's some more. And this is a free space for the teacher copy. And it came along with pumpkins and different chips for when you call out whatever is on the card. My kids love that. We played that. They won prizes and everything with that. Now, I forgot. My art center. Within my art center, I have tree photos and leaves. But basically, what my kids could have done in this center was draw pictures of different trees. You see, we have the palm tree. We have the apple tree. This is the pictures of different colors of leaves. We have the coconut tree. We have the maple tree. And we have the pine tree. And they could have done this within their journals. They could use any writing tools they would love to use and draw. And I have a lot of evidence to prove that they did basically everything within each center. My kids love it. I love it. I like when I can make learning fun and making them happy. And also, while we were on the tree study, my kids painted pine cones painting. I should have brought one to show you all, but this is the sign that said pine cones painting. And along with the pine cones painting, I place where certain students would say something about their pine cone. So I have pine cone sprint talk. I painted my pine cone paint green and red. Another student say my pine cone feels warm. My pine cone is big. This is basically like a vitamin to print. I can't still show the student's name, but this is what I have. Pine cones friends talk. And the same thing for the our tree hunt collection. Fun, fine motor skills, branches, roots, leaves, and fruit. These are different activities that I did. And that was just the header. And certain things that my kids say about their tree hunt. I like my branches and sticks. I like picking out all of my leaves. I like all of my leaves, and I like the color green. And it has tree hunt collection talk. So basically, as you can see, I incorporated a lot within all my centers. Being that we were talking about trees, we're done with trees. We're about to move on to balls. I will show you all some anchor charts and other things that I did, but I really do not have time for that right now, so I will show you all that within another video. But I hope you all like this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. And I wish all of you well. And remember, Miss Kia is your favorite 4K teacher. Bye, friends.